Hey everybody, Koosemose here, back again with the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We're going to do some attempts at modded runs. This is actually my second attempt. The other one kind of crashed halfway through, and that kind of messed up the recording. That was with Noel, which I frankly don't find an interesting character, so we're going to ignore him. The key thing on Noel is you have missing no. So, we're going to try Endor. Hopefully it's a more interesting character than Noel was. So we've got this bouncing shielded thing going on. I don't know what it is. I seem to be flying on a broom. I sometimes shoot. When I shoot through that. Yeah, okay. It looked maybe homing. Not sure about that. Let's see. I have a... It does look to occasionally shoot as well. I don't know what the basis for that is. I can get some shots going through it. Okay, they are homing. Alright, so that went decently well. I don't know what the cauldron does. My sound's a little quieter than usual. I'm not sure, like, I don't recall changing anything, but I'll admit it's actually a little disconcerting not being able to hear things quite as well as I'm used to. We'll look into that in a bit. Well, in a bit being on another run, or prior to another run rather. See if it's actually as quiet as it sounds to me at the moment, or if everything's a-okay. So I'm not a huge fan of what we've got going on here so far. Guess I'll have to try the... Okay, the cauldron doesn't seem to do anything. So what I'm going to do here is push this over this way, build a room just so I can have a safe space to detonate things from. Because I figured there's a secret room here. Alright, so no idea what the heck the cauldron does. Oh, did I get stats from that or what? No earthly idea. Maybe I can use those later. If I can shoot through that, that's really effective. Get rid of that fly just so it's not in my way and annoying me. I kind of get a shotgun effect going there. My damage is a little subpar. Decent fire rate. I'll definitely have to try getting more consumables in my cauldron. See if that has any kind of effect. I should pick up keys, however. Alright, that's a bit of damage up. We still should have an item room. So we'll go take a look at that. Assuming we can find it. And other than that, we would really like, honestly, to get down to the next level as soon as possible so that our Eternal Heart can finish off. So that's no use to us. It's not a stat bump. Do we have to like fill it with so much stuff before it does something? Or... I honestly do not know. So we'll still, I mean, mostly be probably sticking hearts in it because those have the least use to us at the moment. And maybe later we'll stick other stuff in there. Come on, just die, please. Be so kind. Thank you. Take the money, we don't want to keep sticking that in the cauldron. And Nodleaf is a decent item. I don't think it does too much for us right now. Let's see, we could possibly look for a super secret room. There's a lot of positions it could be in. So not here. Actually, maybe two? We've got 4 bombs, so let's give it a try. And we'll blow this up. Take that, take that. No clue if that's a good thing to be doing or not. Alright, head on down, we'll get our red heart. Which is, of course, quite wonderful. Obviously, we have a 100% deal chance at the moment. Careful, we do not want to get hit. It's been a little while since I played as well, since after the crash with the modded run, and I've had family over for an extended time period, so not many opportunities to record. I really need you guys to get out of there, please. Let's knock them this way, maybe. Come on. If I can get you... I hate flies, most of all, just because if there's any rooms with rocks, they are bloody annoying. Alright, here's a good chance for some soul hearts. Or at least a soul heart. So yeah, the bouncing thing is kind of interesting. I mean, it doesn't seem super useful, to be honest with you. Like, it's occasionally helpful. Like, kind of a worse version of Succubus. Alright, take out the spiders. There we go. I keep occasionally trying to use the cauldron to see if maybe, like, after getting some stuff in it, I have to use it. That was decent. Get some more use out of that, maybe? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, decent little damage boost. I would like some straight up damage up, however. I don't want to have to rely on shooting through that thing to kill things at an appreciable rate. And we can get a little bit. Don't think I want to keep pushing that. I'll go ahead and pop those. Alright, so we've got our shop. I mean, we're close to enough money to make the shop worthwhile. So that may be something we'll want to investigate here in a little bit. Obviously, we want to get another cent before we waste a key there. Well, if we get another cent, it won't necessarily be wasting a key, but it could easily be wasting a key. Of course, we have 4. If we go in now and never get another penny. Which, no, you never know. Okay, so often one of these buttons is really good. I mean, sometimes not. Alright, there's our penny, so there's at least that. Get past these guys. Pop in our shop. And see what we get. Or I suppose rather what we can get. Champion's Belt would be beautiful. As is without a bomb. Or more money. I got 2 cents. Drop 1 in there. I want to pick up hearts to get more money. Try to reroll to something useful in there. And like as is, I don't really know what the big draw of this character is. Like, why do I want to play it? As is, flight and not great stats. Oop, careful. I mean, is there some kind of like, not knowing what the details of the character are make it a little worse. Like, you know, if you're playing Eve and didn't know you wanted her to be at a single red heart, she'd be drastically worse a character. And it certainly looks like we may not get all that much. Another penny's not too awful much. Come on, be close enough for me to be able to shoot through this. Come on, there we go. I don't think the shots are making it though, so that's of questionable benefit. Alright, let's just fight him normal like, and if we get shots through it, we'll take them. If not, oh well. A couple there. Need to not focus on it entirely, to the exclusion of all else. Yeah, times like that are decent. And a few more. Yeah, this is a nice cycle, just kind of ride it around him. Okay, that's great. That's pretty good. And you know, I'm not really feeling anything here. Angel deals have been improved. We've got 1 penny. That's... the odds of that re-rolling the shop are pretty low. And we can get here for half a heart. That's pretty nice. Give me a bomb out of one of these, please. Or... Spirit Eye. Okay, we've got 2. That's kind of interesting. I'd love to have had a bomb, but I should have tried to put the chest, particularly the chest stubs, I suppose you might call them, in the cauldron. Ugh. I'm just not in a great... I've got a little better damage. That's nice. Why am I putting things in the cauldron? I don't know. What benefit does this have for me? Also, something to improve my range would be beautiful. Like, if I can improve my range, that would greatly increase the amount of times that is useful. Which might make those spirit eyes a lot more useful. Come on, just... I should be targeting the ones that have their heads up. That'd be the best way to handle this. And you are just going to cycle around. Is that how you all work now? One down. Ooh, careful. That was oh so close. There we go. Put a battery in there. Please, something. Oh, goodness. That was pretty bad on my part, to be honest with you. But I didn't think it would get all the way to me, to be honest. So, let us try to be cautious. Or at least semi-cautious. Ooh, red chest. Okay, I can take the chest stump. That's good to know. Use that. I don't know if that took everything out of our cauldron or what. We'll buy a... Sure, buddy, in the box. A teeny tiny, minuscule bit of extra damage. Does he get a benefit from shooting through those? Well, I can't tell. That was pretty effective, though. I'll give you that. They seem to be on slightly different... Like, they have slightly different angles they're bouncing on, so that's actually kind of useful. Ooh. I wish there was any way that... I think they might actually, if I get them lined up, I think the shots that come out of one will be multiplied by the other. So that's probably why I'm getting like these huge amounts when I enter a room. That's not worthwhile at all. So kind of entering a room, I kind of have this sort of monstrous lung effect for free. I mean, if and only if things are right there at the entrance, of course. Alright, again. Bust the Dark One with a nice volley. Otherwise, we try... Yeah, you keep lined up with those, buddy. I am more than pleased for you to stay on that track. Gotta resist the urge to just follow those when they're nowhere near the enemy. There we go. That's kinda on track. Alright, Rage, it's another syringe. And now the question is, first off, we want to open up the other chest first. Okay, take the soul heart, pop the pill. And paralysis is fairly neutral. Alright, we hit the shop, we hit the ad room. Let's roll on out of here. We're making pretty good time. Our damage is decent. It's better than it was, at least. Got a little toothy baby going on. It looks like decent damage. Oop, careful, do not fire that right in your face. Let's take that out. And it like occasionally has... Wow. Looks like it occasionally has a Godhead aura. That is pretty nice. Okay. I mean, I might like to get something like a box of friends. If I can get like 4 of these rolling around with any regularity, you know, the better chance, like in a smaller room, that will be amazing. Continuum shot would be another nice one just for, you know, the insane range and wrapping around. Even better chance to bounce through multiple times. So, we'll take this. The moon is decent. Everything else we will stick in the cauldron for whatever reason. I mean, like I said, I wish I knew why. What benefit are we gaining from that? Alright. Peace out. That was a wonderful option for me. So this obviously drastically increases our chance of survival and therefore winning. It's to like more damage. We've just now gotten to what is for most characters around a starting amount. Well, we got our bomb back, so it was technically worth the expenditure. Worth the time? Well, that's a little more questionable, perhaps. Oop, did not even see you. Our cauldron looks a little more full, I think. Maybe? Ooh, yes, please. Alright, what do you got? A little brim. I'll take it. Okay, so obviously we've got the charge going there. We've got a shop. We've got more keys, so let's go ahead and pop in there. And also, I should remember, I still want to fire. Well, no, I'll fire first. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So I'll fire right away, and I'll be charging brim already. Do that. Take whatever. Shove that in. There we go. Can I shove that in there? Sure. I so wish I knew the purpose of the cauldron. I mean, I may also not be using a little brim to full effectiveness, but I do have like a good fire rate, so and he's not in the most optimal position. My drops are great. Oh, it's glowing? So something good happens. I feel like I should wait till a boss and use it, maybe? I mean, I don't know. So... Oh. Oh. So... I shove stuff in it, and I can get items eventually. That's very nice. And for stuff I can't use, yeah, why not just shove it in there, right? So it may also, like, bombs I can shove in there now. I still want to take my keys. Just simply because, well, 6 of them's not quite enough. But more, dang it. Gotta get in the habit that I don't need those. Those, of course, being bombs, because I do have 99 of them, and I mean, I don't think I really need anywhere near that many. So, there we go. Yeah, for having such low damage, very nice. Item room shop, we don't care about the other route. Are we on track for boss rush? Acropolis 1. Ooh, that could be a little iffy. Thing, I don't know what it is, I will take it. Damage up, evil up, you feel scared. Interesting. And this should give me... Yeah, okay. Oh goodness, run away. It usually gives black hearts, doesn't it? We'll just consume all of those. Why bother taking pills? Why take the risk? Whoop. Darn it. That seems perfectly viable way to do things with the cauldron. If we get PhD, sure, we'll take the risk, which won't really be a risk. Okay, so once we find our item room, and maybe shop, we've got 41 cents, so that definitely seems like a positive thing to find. Which, quit picking up the bombs, for crying out loud. Can I shove that in there? No, I cannot. I'm not sure what I feel scared, or you feel scared does. Okay, it's just the same room right after that. That's kind of beautiful, honestly. Alright. So, I mean, our prospects are a little iffy, to be honest with you. Not of winning, just our prospects of getting the boss rush. But I don't think we strictly need it. We've got some pretty good stuff going on as is. And if I want to skip the next floor, or if I'm willing to skip the next floor, I should say, can I consume that? No, I cannot. I think I'll stick with the cauldron. Kind of digging it for right now, now that I understand what's going on with it. It's a very interesting prospect. Okay. What are you? We'll take you. Quill Feather. Ink Explosive Tears. Huh. We'll pick that up. And boop, take that. So this small room should be very effective for us. Just because there's so much more likelihood of us hitting our spirit balls, I think they were. Take that. We're in here already, right? Yeah. And head on down. So, having done that, I don't really think we're likely to find... What is it? Oh, it's super tempting. Don't think what's what we want right now. So, let's see. I don't really feel like pushing for boss rush is the right choice at the moment. We have too much potential benefit from the shop and item room together. Did not need that. I'll get the hang of this eventually. It might take me a little bit, but I'll get there. Oh goodness, messy. And watch out. Almost gotcha. There we go. Do not need those. There's something down here that I did not even see. And if we're ridiculously lucky, we'll have Mama Mega in our shop. Don't know how I didn't get hit there. And take that, shove that in there. And at this point, I feel like, unless we think we can do Hush, shove all of that in our cauldron. And so, wait, no, we haven't been to the item room yet still. The shop, I think I would call a bust. Yeah, we stuck a bunch of money in there for our cauldron, which will eventually get us an item, but doesn't feel worthwhile to me. So, it might have perhaps been a better choice. Put that up. Don't care about any of this. Okay, what do we get? Sure, Kane's Other Eye. Have something else bouncing around, that'll be fun. Do I occasionally have piercing shots? That from... I don't know. Ooh, stuff. Again, more stuff we don't care about. We'll get the spiders from this. And hope that didn't reset. Shove all that in there. We're just sticking everything in. Doesn't matter. We don't want money. The only thing we're concerned about is keys and soul hearts. Oh, we should probably take this out, right? It would make sense. Keys and soul hearts are the only thing we have really any use for. I do not know how you survived for so bloody long. Let's see, we can't use our money for anything unless we go to the Hush, which... I mean, I think we're in a decent position, but this is not a Hush sort of run. So we'll just roll as is, grab our item room. shove that in there. We're gonna shove it in now so we don't have to mess with it. Is that a little red dip? What are you? Judas's Fez. Oh. Nice. Okay, so... I mean, I'm supposing some of the items we shoved in there were worth more towards the process. Like, I'm betting like our little consumables aren't worth that much. Also, I should blow all this stuff up and just... Ow. We'll take the key and boop, everything in the pot. And what about y'all? Take the key, there's a soul heart under you. We'll wait to get that. Did something blocked? Alright, there we go. Get an eternal heart? No idea what things are coming from. Take an HP, sure. Okay, we're starting to fill that thing real bloody quick. I don't know if it's just because I'm putting more stuff into it, or putting better stuff into it. I'm betting that might be a super secret, and this could be a secret. It was not, but it could have been. Ooh. Yes, please. We will take this. Consume that. And I was just slightly disoriented there for a moment. Should have put more money into the donation machine, actually. That would have been smart. Ooh, small rock. We'll take it. Very nice. Not seeing where Mom is right. Did I take damage running into her? That's not supposed to happen. Ooh, a little bit of a slowdown there. And head on down. We're a little bit behind schedule if we want to hit the Hush fight, but again, I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. Did I just randomly get the benefit of a devil card? That's interesting. So one of the effects of Judas the Betrayer? Or Fez become the Betrayer, whatever it's called. I mean, it's pretty much Judas's hat, right? So, it gave us damage up immediately. And it just randomly gives us the benefit of a devil card. Seems to be the case. Yeah, it's on entering the room. That's really nice. I'll take the golden key just in case. Yeah, we're in a very powerful position, I feel like. How much of it is because of this character? I don't know. I do think some of it comes off... Well, actually, what? We've gotten 3 items out of the cauldron so far. And the Spirit Eye is kind of an interesting little thing. I mean, more so having gotten 2. So yeah, I enjoy Endor. I don't know if it's the sort of character I'd want to play all the time. But it's interesting. So, yeah, good character. Much better than the Null, which is basically... I want to have absolutely no control whatsoever over my run. Which, I mean, sure, it might be fun once in a while, but an entire character based around that? And as far as I could tell, he didn't have anything special, so I probably will not attempt to record him again. Unless maybe I do a random run. Now it's stuff to eat, right? Or stuff to put in the cauldron, rather. I do have to say, getting those cards randomly, it starts to make the effect a little annoying. We don't need a second one of those. I mean, it's a little disorienting to have the screen just kind of momentarily pause like that. Is there nothing in here? There's nothing in there. Alright, got stuff here though. careful. Again, we take the keys. Anything else left over goes in the pot. Did we peek this? Definitely want to pop these open. And it is absolutely nothing good at all for us. There we go. Got some nice shots through that. Did something... Oh boy, that was nice. I got an explosivo shot, it looked like. Shotgun through those guys. There we go. Really nice when those get into a position like that. Neither of those are good enough, and since we can reroll for free, we obviously want to. Homing all the time? Yes, please. Pick up the book and put the book down. No, it's not worthwhile. I mean, obviously, we're going to blow this up eventually. We may not end up getting a good item. Dry baby's decent. So our shots home all the time. That might actually make it a little more difficult to shoot through those. Or who knows, maybe it'll make it more likely. I mean, I'm sure somebody knows, but that someone is not me. Nonetheless, I enjoy having the homing shot. Thank you, dry baby. The bloat. How long do you last, the bloat? Can I chew you down in no time? Take the HP. It might be a little questionable, but turns out not to be. So we take this. Take that. Yeah, we'll take another orbital. We're doing pretty darn good. When we explore that entire floor, we may well not make the hush unless we use our Emperor card. But I mean, I kind of don't want to. Ooh, stuff. Got a Pikachu baby, it looks like. Okay, what do I want here? Card, maybe? Not interested in that card. A little interested in this card. I popped the wrong card. Oopsies. I want to try to get a volley through her. Again, I really like if I can prevent her from spawning any more eyes. It's like do enough damage to skip that stage entirely. We have another devil deal. We'll take ourselves a succubus. Do we take the rip? Yeah, let's take it. We're in a what I would call a good position. Now we could fight Hush. I don't want to. I'll be straight up with you. I do not have a significant interest in fighting Hush. So, we probably head this way to get back. Said head this way to get back. That's not useful to us. I did not realize I'd gotten to the intersection there. My bad. What do you got for me? Key? And keep shoving stuff in there. So disorienting when that happens. Okay. Temperance card is the one I wanted to actually use. I'm annoyed that I accidentally spent the Hermit. I actually don't want to use that now. That was my bad. Sure, Loki's Horns. Maybe it'll manage to be useful. I don't expect it will. Also, I wish I could identify if Kane's other eye shooting through the spirit vessels, spirit things, bouncing spirit balls. I forgot the name of them entirely. Other than the spirit is in them. Like, I wonder if that triggers those. And we've got the Polaroid. We've gotten so many items since we picked up the Polaroid. Wow. Alright, gotta remember to blow these up. And consume the pills. Obviously, this is where I would have preferred to use. If I can get... Oh boy, that's an impressive volley, isn't it? We managed to have both of these and Succubus all in our fire area at the same time. What happens if I do that? I mean, why not shove it in there, right? Oh, that was really nice, actually. So Lucky Horns, not that bad sometimes. I maybe we'll manage to blow them up a little bit, right? Oof. Yeah, we might need to trim down on our mods a little bit. I can tell sometimes it gets just a little laggy, which, you know, we don't really want. Ooh, thank you, battery baby. Blow these up for more pennies to stick in the cauldron. It's very impressive when our first shot out is a Loki shot. Just because it gets like all 4 sets of tears. Or all 4 tears going through. That is, I will say, pretty impressive. Pick that up, drop a bomb. And into the pot it goes. Now, I would like to find some more soul hearts. You know, we are in a slightly dangerous position. I don't think we're likely to die. But a little more safety would be lovely, wouldn't it? Okay, these guys would be... Actually, I should try not to... I don't know if which one I kill last has an effect in this case. But I will try to kill all the regular wraths... Oh, secret room. All the regular wraths first, and then the super wraths. And the remaining one should be mostly dead. Well, not actually what I wanted. But I have so many bombs, I might as well get them extra big, right? Alright, let's do this. It's a nice opener. And when I can fire through... Fire through that, that is sickeningly good. So obviously I can't do it all the time. But if I manage to catch them a little bit, especially if I can do it from within Succubus, that is just oh so very good. I think I lost Holy Mantle. Holy Mantle is probably the only reason we've survived with so little HP. I mean, we took 9 lives, so little HP is to be expected. Alright, good. Not much too good here, to be honest with you. Can we shove the... No, we can't shove those in. So we are going to kind of lose out on all we can shove in to our cauldron, because we can't shove the remains of chests. We're not going to get any of the huge chest drops either. Obviously. But we're still alive here. No idea. Sure, we'll grab a key pecker. I don't know if he does any good whatsoever. Sure, I'll let him have keys. He takes the keys, we take everything else. I would like to have not killed Lust already, but it's not seemed to have been an option. We'll just stand here and hope. Yeah, but he just popped up in the wrong place. Your positioning wasn't so great either. Okay, got that. Need to kill you. Ah, come on. Alright, Lust, give me something other than what you did. A little sad. I would like to get spun. Pins? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think we want the left hand. Other item, though. Deep pockets, sure, why not? Doesn't do us a huge benefit. We've got a little nail baby, it looks like, of some form. Can't see it, but I see occasional little bitty nails going out. What are you? Stone nugget? Interesting. Along the lines of the brown nugget. I suspect we are not getting another item out of the cauldron. But, you know, maybe. Maybe we'll find enough stuff to shove in there. But you have the key? Yeah. And we at least shove the red chest in. So, well, nothing there. At this point in time, I still don't see any reason to use orbitals for anything other than just letting them protect us. I can barely freaking see. Like, he's so bloody dark. Anything else that I didn't see? No, nothing. And surprisingly, those did not go through. And is the homing strong enough to get to them through those? And they seem to kind of like be repeatedly flowing through each other there. Have that, buddy. Nothing? Alright, so what are we looking at for route? Did I stop early for some odd reason? Why did I do that? I mean, maybe just Curse of Darkness, I didn't see the door? Who knows? So many tears. It's a little insane, actually. We'll keep getting stuff like that. Maybe, just maybe, we can actually get something else from our cauldron. And already, I think the cauldron's paid for its... Well, I say paid for itself, so we paid for it. But, I mean, I suppose we did just in the parts that make Endor otherwise weaker. Like, if it didn't have cauldron, presumably it would have been balanced to be a little bit stronger. But there is some obvious lag going on at moments, so... I've got to assume it does in fact have to do with Endor. Alright, nonetheless, that was a pretty quick run. I enjoyed myself. I hope you did as well. Let me know what you think in the comments, but until next time, catch you later.